Hello, good morning. I don't know. I don't know why it is that every single time I just like sit on my chair and I just decide I'm gonna stream. I don't every single time without fail. I just get tired. I just want to sleep every single damn time. I don't know what's wrong. Oh no, I have an idea, and I don't like the potential of it. No, I can't be that. Anyways, hello. Just gonna keep working on story. Okay, this is for tenant. Salisbury. Do I even care about tenant? Not really. I kind of don't. Anyways, I was doing a lot of material farming. Did I already do this sandbox? I'm not a huge fan of this. Okay, it looks like we're good for now.
Since the first grenade exploded in our trench, we've been dreaming of the moment when the guns fall silent and our commander calls out, "The war is over."
Oh, that's me.
The marshals
I
will
thought I was
attend
gonna
the
keep
victory
going.
banquet in His Majesty's palace, and the officers will pin shiny medals on their chests, and we will get to go home.
Out of my way, soldiers! I said make way!
His call to arms is passed through the winding trenches, passing over veterans slumped against the walls with indifference.
What's wrong?
Major Braun, the battalion commander, storms around a corner, followed by a long line of recruits with heads bowed.
Wilhelm, 2nd Company.
Jawohl, Herr Major.
Wilhelm straightens up, meeting the eyes of his commander. Major Braun points to the line of recruits behind him, their faces blank and strangely foreign.
You will be in charge of these runs from now on, and I'll need you to choose the pick of this litter to join the stormtroopers.
Jawohl, Major.
Oh, what is this? The major claps Wilhelm on the shoulder and boldly steps up to a firing position. He clears his throat.
Soldiers! I have some bad news. Half an hour ago in Montpe, at the site of this so-called parley, our representative, Colonel Hirschfelder, was assassinated by a French sniper.
What?
Helmets swivel, voices turn from sharp whispers to despair.
How's the Traum? The devil is he talking about? How could a sniper have made it so far behind our lines?
Shh.
The major stands above the murmurs.
Soldaten, we can't let our enemies sow fear within our ranks. Let their desperate attack bring us together and give us the strength to destroy them once and for all. They will pay in blood for what they've done.
Do I have a PNG that doesn't get in the way of the box? I don't think so. I think they're all kind of just in the middle of the dialogue box. Yeah, they're all in the way. The mingling voices The mingling of voices turns into an ominous hum within the trench.
Was zum Teufel? I thought this was finally going to end.
I can't. I can't even force myself to care.
With hate and rage, they scheme to destroy our fatherland. But we march against them with strength and cunning of wolves. Will you stand with me, soldiers? Will you stand for the Kaiser and for victory? They're good. You've shown me your steel, soldiers. You are the pride of the fatherland. Victory lies ahead, ready for the taking. Now take up your rifle and get back to your positions.
With his impromptu speech over, he drops down from the firing platform and leads a further cadre down the line. Hello, Orca. Good morning. The second company's new recruits tote bags so heavy they look liable to sink into the mud. The company's vets close in to offer relief.
Ach, Frontischwein, what's that you're holding? You got a fresh tin? Eisencow? Sausages?
Their questions slide off the recruits, slipping down through the cracks of the boards at their feet. Some glance up from under oversized helmets, wide eyes locking with the tattered vets.
God, did you see the way they looked at us? It was like there was nothing behind their eyes.
Erich, did you notice? I don't think they understood a word you said.
Shameful.
Eric throws a hand in the air, shaking his head as he walks off. How's it going, Orca? But Wilhelm musters up his sense of obligation as company commander, patting a recruit's helmet enthusiastically.
Come on, boys, follow me. I'll show you to your dugout. Mind the gaps on the duckboards.
Herr Hauptmann, perhaps first we should drill them on keeping their heads down and avoiding artillery. Remember how many comrades we lost in our first days?
Oh yeah, I forgot. So what's going on with your cuz it's your internet that's down, I think you said? Well, what's going on?
Not now. First, we need to...
It's done it before?
Take cover! Get in there, move!
Let me use my strong team.
Je prierai pour vous.
Move, move, move! Gott im Himmel, you're not bulletproof!
After crash, wait, so your computer will just crash? Start of the round inflicts locked target on a random enemy. At the start of the round, launch cannon fire on allies with locked target and gain 1 special incantation for fighting intercept. Rah, 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 rah. Dude, what?
Watch my hand! I'll send you where to run, understood? In Deckung, boys! Come on, don't just stand there, follow me!
Everyone's panicked!
That's like not a good thing, dude.
Rudolf, give me a hand! We need to get them moving!
My sight shall unveil the hidden. Target locked down.
Sensing their thoughts, our blood will burn.
I have seen to the heart of you.
The path will become clear.
The
Good
enemies
luck.
of peace shall be stamped out. A sure hit.
Also, I'm legitimately just supposed to survive. Selects and makes one character shift one position for appearance. So he stacks up deceptive fate.
I hope you like a splash of red.
Let me not take my own HP actually. That might be beneficial. I mean, how old is this PC at this point?
Agreed. That was certainly a choice.
I'm just gonna use buffs for the sole purpose. Anything else will just make me lose HP.
Our victory
That's not even
comes
that
in a
old.
tide of
So what's
blood.
going on with your
Our
computer?
blood will burn.
The enemies of peace shall be stamped out. A sure hit.
What the hell did you do to life that it just hates you to this extent? Where it's continuously like,
Sight shall unveil
this
the
orca
hidden.
dude? Yeah, fuck him.
This ends now. The enemies of peace shall be stamped out. A sure hit.
Cheated death. God, please stop shooting Semmelweis with cannons.
Target locked down.
Yo.
Enter the gate
Fine,
and
whatever.
see the light.
By God's grace.
I'm gonna have to send you to the
One
Columbo
shatter
dimension.
now remain.
My wife tells me I'd like to tell you it's as bad as that. Just one more thing. It's worse. So I gotta release that. She says
The enemies of peace shall be stamped out. A sure hit. I hear the victory. But the fight is far from over.
Another body slumps to the ground. A shovel bites into the earth beside it.
It seems peace lies beyond our grasp.
You don't know her, dude. Maybe French isn't her first language, so it just comes off as exaggerated. He crouches and brushes aside some caked mud. He doesn't notice or pays no heed to the soft scrape of metal ascending up the hill. Also, it could also be just the fact that she's a gargoyle, so maybe she just can't speak well. His hands go still, then he rises. He lingers wordlessly on the face that greets him.
You don't remember who I am?
Your presence is familiar, but faces and names come slowly. There are so many memories here. It can be difficult to tell what is from what was.
She's a gargoyle.
I'll wait a little longer next time.
Marcia turns her eyes to a stone monument placed at the base of the hill. A slanted slab laid flat on the ground, etched with elegant
The
carvings.
Patriots. Did you make the cenotaph?
A stranger brought it here. A gift for the dead.
I legitimately do not know. I don't know if she's just a special case or if all gargoyles like that. I don't know, dude.
I see. I found your Major's package. Here.
She hands a figure-thin envelope, along with it a handwritten note.
A message came for you, I think. From the front. It seems your Major needs you to report back immediately.
Sharon unfolds the note.
Jawohl. Soldiers must go where they are ordered.
Another thing. They're sending a new head of security to oversee the safe zone. His name is Kreas, a tall man with red hair. He'll be responsible for investigating the assassination. You can contact him if you need anything.
How many gargoyles have you met, Orko?
The Foundation has already tightened security on every road to the town. I don't think you'll run into...
You're like 4. She appears once again on a weed-choked dirt path.
any danger on your way back.
Rain cloak, rifle, that distinctive headpiece. Marsha could never mistake her.
You're...
Marsha steps forward only to be blocked by the gravekeeper. Almost a
The dead
gatekeeper.
rest here. They have seen enough violence.
You don't know what she did. She...
Burst of breathy air rushes out behind clenched teeth. Though she tries to restrain herself, her hand climbs up to the sidearm at her waist.
Do you know her?
What is she holding? Is this just a baton? What if there's just a grenade at, what if that's just a grenade at the end?
She brought the cenotaph to honor the dead.
Her peg stick? Dude. Do you need God? The stranger walks to the monument, standing perfectly still before it and paying no heed to either of them. Oh, perfectly still, like a gargoyle? She pulls a single white wild chrysanthemum from her cloak. Her stone-like skin stands out against the soft petals.
Ihre Haut. Sie sieht so aus, als wäre sie aus Stein. Und dieser Kopfschmuck. Ich glaube, ich habe ihn schon einmal gesehen. Könnte es sein, dass du...
Then a soft rumble, grumbling, chanting. Even without hearing the word, she understands what it is. A prayer.
La coquille brisée est abandonnée, mettant fin à la pénitence, sans fin. Que vos âmes traversent les arches, du sombre vers la paix. Que votre chemin soit libre de l'œil rouge, tandis que vous aspirez au paradis.
The white flowers left at the foot of the stone. She pauses in thought, then traces a strange shape in the air. The ritual is over. The mourner turns and meets Marsha's guarded eyes.
Oui, again, young chevalier.
Lesbians! Yeah! Okay, let's see what's in my damn stupid sandbox. The medic, the soldier, and the sniper all converge on at the graveyard, but the assassin shows no hostility. She simply come to mourn. From St. Paulo Foundation, the Foundation hopes to stay as informed as possible on frontline developments, so we need a large amount of real-time visual data. After much deliberation, we decided to assign this task to you. Given your physique, we believe this won't be too difficult. To Ghost Photographer. The shooting conditions on the western front are dreadful. Poor lighting and so much mud. It will affect the quality of the photos. The only good part is the lack of sunlight. It doesn't hurt my eyes. Bombs are dropping everywhere. Screams and curses constantly ring in my ears. I need to protect my camera so I don't miss a good moment. Huh? My health? Don't worry. It's not important. And then what's the other thing? The battle at the front shows no sign of stopping. Each company suffers loss only to be filled again with new recruits. Most of them arrive with no idea what war is really like, bringing along heavy bags from home as if they're heading to a school trip instead of a war zone. Their training begins the moment they arrive. They have to learn how to live in the trenches, how to communicate under fire, and most importantly, how to recognize different types of artillery using only sound. Soon, enemy shells begin to hit their positions. These recruits have no shortage of chances to learn. They likely won't stay the same for long. The soldier in a grayish-blue uniform arrives at Sharon's cemetery. Gravestones mark the once disordered ground, giving it the feel of a true cemetery. Stones placed by her hand. She stands before a monument, head bowed in prayer. Ignoring the barbed questions of the woman beside her, finally she lifts her gaze and meets Marsha's weary eyes. Wary. Major Braun commands the front, burning with determination to destroy the enemy once and for all. His faith in this coming victory borders on manic. There is no reason in his words, only fire. After delivering his speech in the trenches of the second company, he drops down from the firing platform and leads a further cadre down the line. It appears that keeping morale high has become the commander's most essential task. Cloak and statue. In times of war, unreliable information spreads faster than truth, making it impossible to separate fact from fiction. Have you heard about the Sentinel? I saw her that night. Before anyone could react, old Noah was already down. The shot was unbelievable. Did you get a clear look at her? It's too dark to see much, just a figure wearing a cloak. But I'm almost certain she was carrying a level rifle. She's probably on our side. No, absolutely not. I don't be so sure. They say she's the one that took out General Mathis 2 weeks ago. Might be someone playing both sides. Either way, having that warmonger gone is good for us all. Ow, that hurts. Bear with it. I'm almost finished. Marcia soaks a towel in cold water and wrings it out. The wounded soldier's favorite style isn't broken. Her eyes move from one amputee to the next, checking each stump for signs of infection. Listen, another soldier cuts in, his face wrapped in bandages with only one visible eye. The Sentinel doesn't take sides because she isn't human. There's no rifle. It's a javelin or a spear. And she's got wings, silent as a bat. During the day, she turns into a stone statue. You could walk right past without noticing, but at night she comes alive and hunts. Ever see those church gargoyles? That's exactly what she looks like. Maybe those wings were just her cloak, the first soldier insists. It's more than that. My comrade saw bullets hit her, but she didn't even flinch, like they were hitting solid rock. Hey, Johnny, isn't that right, Johnny? Marcia pauses before looking up. Johnny died just after dawn this morning. Yeah, we'll get there. Inside the briefcase lies irrefutable evidence that peace is possible. Hello, Molly. The stranger studies Marcia again.
He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city.
Pardon?
You possess remarkable self-control, a trait seldom seen.
A hint of approval, odd and unspoken, leaves Marcia unsure how to react.
My thanks. But I have a question.
As I have one for you.
Why did you kill the colonel?
Answer me likewise. Why did you protect him?
Marcia gestures toward the slope to the row of crude heads.
We're trying to end the war.
And I...
You seem to mourn the dead, but you don't realize how far you've set us back? We were nearing a ceasefire.
Petals from pale flowers tumble by in the dry wind. Sentinel leans forward, gently shielding the flowers from the wind with her cloak.
6 years and the war rages still. Do you think ending bloodshed is as simple as to say, "'Tis done"? Have you any mind of the mission the Foundation pursues here?
What the fuck?
We know it won't be simple. Yet each side was open to negotiation. That's why they sent...
The chuckle is wry and dark.
You placed false hope on Hirschfelder. You invited a wolf into a bed of lambs. You think his death to be the spark of a reignited war. But even if I had stayed my hand from him, your plans would have been for naught. The Manus scheme and the wicked prosper.
Yeah, where's Teto, huh?
Manus Vindicte. You know of their plans? Then you're claiming that Hirschfelder was a Manus?
She lets the question linger long enough to feel unanswered, then the sniper begins.
He is not one of those devils. He is only one tool of many. The Manus offer the gifts of Mammon and Asmodeus, greed and destruction. Hirschfelder was tempted by their technologies and became a willing servant in their schemes.
Game's broke. A groan rises up from the horizon, the sound of distant artillery drumming, throbbing like the heartbeat of a wounded beast. She raises a second finger.
But others serve them unknowing, affected by an arcane skill which clouds their eyes in red mists, driven to blood and glory as a starving dog is to the hunt.
Her eyes shift to the stiff outline of a soldier she knows as Sharon.
Your commander, Eberhard Braun, bears that mist.
It takes a moment for the words to find some impact. When he speaks again, there seems to be a change in his voice.
Then will you see that death comes to him, as you did Hirschfelder?
That is not yet certain. I do not kill without purpose.
Sharon does not seem to find a reply, his mask concealing any trace of emotion.
What you just said about the Manus, can you confirm any of it? The Foundation could make use of any intelligence you have. We may be able to save these peace talks, but we will need proof.
All is vain. There is nothing new under the sun. When I told my commander about the Manus, all I received for my effort was scorn. Their eyes were not satisfied with seeing, nor their ears with hearing. Kings and generals yet still turn a blind eye to the suffering. If they had a shred of the light of God within them, they would never have pursued this war. As for the Foundation, that which is crooked cannot be made straight, and what is wanting cannot be numbered. I have no faith in them.
She looks away, pulling her cloak tighter.
That is all I have to say.
Spare him.
Sharon speaks, the change in his voice now more acute, more vivid, more personal.
Eberhard Braun, I need you to spare his life.
Neither mercy nor vengeance is mine to give.
It is officially 1920. I wonder at other people's impressions of this war. From what I've seen, there are two contrasting views, though in various forms. One of heroism, and the other, sadness. There is one truth which I have found bridges both of these visions. Despite how cruel it may sound, this war is the prelude of a new era. I have to believe that, because if this death and destruction so unparalleled in history does not herald change, then there is no hope for humanity.
How bleak.
The leader of the 12th stands on the streets of Montpas, looking over where Colonel Hirschfeld was killed. By the time he arrives, all other military forces have withdrawn. Only the Foundation remains on site to guard the ruins of the town.
Blackbird, give me a hand.
As soon as I finish my bread, Beagle.
His team has already begun shoring up the town's defenses, their line pulled back to just a corner of the street.
There are 122 armed personnel available at your disposal, sir. 23 of them are Arcanists. I've brought you their profiles.
He takes a personnel file from the security staff member, eyes shifting toward the makeshift HQ flying the Foundation flag.
Right then. I'll read through these. Now get back to your position. I need eyes on our command post.
Yes, sir.
The staff member walks away, and in the same moment a curiously armored field medic approaches.
Marsha, is it?
You recognize me, Mr. Krias?
I read your report on my way here. You're the one that encountered our sniper. Twice now, I hear.
Correct. I have some additional details about my encounters. The first is that I appear to have been followed out into the forest the first time. I was warned on my device just after the shooting.
Never mind that. What about the other thing?
That doesn't concern you? Fine. The other thing is that I have reason to believe our sniper is a gargoyle.
A gargoyle?
There are records of gargoyles participating in this war as part of arcane skill response units. They're able to petrify their bodies at will, making them immune to small caliber arms. And I believe they're able to render themselves undetectable.
Sounds as if you've fought them before.
Yeah, anime girl gargoyles. The assumption pierces her more cleanly than any bullet, but she forces the emotion down, giving an answer as truthful as she can bear.
You could say that.
It would go far to explain how she managed to enter Morpay without being noticed. I'll have to ask HQ to send us a counter-arcanum device. She shot the colonel, but then slipped out, leaving our own agents unharmed. We can't be sure of anything, but we can't rule out that she may possess reliable intel about the Manus.
Rush footsteps interrupt Krias' thoughts.
Mr. Krias?
The newcomer is obviously out of place, the sort of well-dressed that usually comes with fanfare.
I'm Herr Georg Kramer from the Interfactional Committee. I've come on behalf of the Reichstag to start another round of negotiation with the Foundation.
Fuck off, Twitter bots! Be gone! Anyways.
Didn't you get the message? The parley has been cancelled, Herr Kramer. Seems there's no more room for negotiations. My job now is to investigate the possible involvement.
The visitor steps forward. Though he lowers his voice, a trace of urgency and excitement leaks through.
Precisely what I'm here for, sir. We received a warning from the Foundations that Manus Vindictae has infiltrated our armed forces and is attempting to usurp our rightful authority. I am worried this may be true. I do not intend to lie, sir. Germany lies on the verge of total collapse. Both politically and rationally speaking, we have no reason to continue this war. Yet it seems our army command is out of control. They are determined to drive this war to its bitter end, regardless of the misery and death they are causing. And I have reason to believe the Mannes are behind it.
I take it Army Command is not aware of your visit then, Herr Kramer.
The observation is sharp, to the point, and quite obviously correct. Perhaps to reassert some authority, the man arches his shoulders back, adopting an almost regal pose.
I represent the majority of the Reichstag, sir, as well as the office of the Imperial Chancellor. We are united now. All we need is some hard evidence.
God.
If it can be proven to His Imperial Majesty and to the Reichskanzler that Army Command has been infiltrated by this Mannes cult, I am certain we will have the authority to end this.
So, you're asking me to share the results of my investigation to root out the rotten apples in your army?
I am, sir. We will do everything we can to restart the parley once we take control.
His head bows deep and serious, so the sudden winter wind tosses his hair and collar out of place. He pulls in a deep breath.
And we're willing to reach a ceasefire on certain conditions. I assure you, I'm not just saying this because of my stance.
Crash, crash. Orca's computer crash, crash right now.
For the sake of my country and its people, this war must be stopped.
Think about your bowels. You need to take a shit. Think about your bowels. The sniper known as Sentinel shares critical intelligence about Manus Vindicte. Meanwhile, 12th Squad arrives in the now deserted Montpai. No. The ominous boom of artillery rolls again beyond the horizon. Once more, we can't tell who is attacking or defending, and we never know whether a stray shell will fall on our heads and blow the whole place to bits. This war is miles away, but I swear the chaos and gunfire sound like they're right in my ear. Yeah, no, I haven't seen it. Miss Radio! Innumerable radio signals are transmitted from the front every day, but due to the technological limitations of this era, we're unable to receive all of them. We request that you lend your talents to help us receive as many as you can, especially any distress calls from soldiers. Not really. Yeah, Miss Radio. Because I've read the manga. I'm not a huge fan. Kind of hungry. Think I'll get some hot onion soup. Yeah, I read the manga. Led by Captain Kreas, Foundation Squad 12 arrives at the Benham Piper. Squad consists of many former elite operatives from the Vigils Bureau, their specialized skill sets proving crucial to the covert investigation missions on the Western Front. Well, I read the whole first arc of the manga, like the first major arc. I haven't really touched any of the second arc. Apparently this is a good chapter. The bullet spares neither the kind nor the cruel. All are caught in the same tragic fate. Well, no, I read like the beginnings of the second arc. I just have no idea what the fuck is going on now. Apparently my understanding is that Denji has been sexually assaulted like at least 3 more times.
What lay on the other side of the trenches. It was as if there were a black wall standing between us and our enemy. They could attack at any time. I can't sleep. I don't want to die. I don't want to see their faces. I don't want to know what our enemy looks like. And worst of all, I don't know why.
By the time Sharon returns to the trenches, the most recent bombardment has already ended. Trench can never really be called calm, but the rattle of machine guns and the crack of rifles slows and fade into the background. The shelling hasn't changed much. A few new craters to replace the old ones.
Ach so. You're back, mailman. Tell us, where did you take little Franz?
Oh, like how he has like a second Twitter account so that he can roleplay as his sister or something. My brother told me that. I don't remember what the fuck he was telling me. And I don't know if it's true, because if it's true, that's like Elon levels of what the hell are you doing?
He lies beneath stone, in a silent wood, and marches no more.
Eric grunts out a reply. He's standing in Franz's boots, freshly shined. What?
Huh. I bet Herr Wille you'd take the opportunity to keep walking and never come back. Lucky me.
He could
Where is
levitate.
he?
He's dead. I guess you'll call me Herr Hauptmann now.
Eric casts his eyes to a new crater decorating their trench.
Caught a shell. Just like that.
Eric's face pales and then runs flush, red, throbbing veins straining out along his forehead.
Lucky me. Unlucky him. That Schweinhund.
Well, you didn't actually do it. He rushes to Sharon, grabbing him by the collar.
Stirbt. Und wem soll ich jetzt meinen verdammten Sold geben? Warum bist du überhaupt zurückgekommen? Wir haben schon genug Geister in diesem verdammten Schützengraben.
I don't know. That has the same energy as the Chinese kung fu gurus, or like or the Korean ones that has the MMA fighter just like fighting them just to prove them that they're full of shit. Eric pulls Sharon up and tosses him against the trench wall.
Du schlenderst hier einfach durch und holst unsere Brüder. Du begräbst sie. Warum? Warum darfst du zurückkehren? Und sie bleiben tot. Wirst du uns verhöhnen?
Sharon slumps but does not fall, making no effort to fight against Eric's strength.
Der Tod verspottet nicht. Und er kann auch nicht aufhören, zurückzukehren. Er ist ebenso machtlos wie jeder andere Soldat, seinen Dienst zu erfüllen. Welches Schicksal uns erwartet, bleibt verborgen. Sein verschlungener Pfad zeigt sich erst, wenn wir ihn betreten. Niemand wählt die Stunde, in der der Tod ihn findet.
Scheiße.
A curse, flat and empty, and just like that, the fight and fury are gone from him. Soldiers walk by, look away, continue their work. 100 pairs of eyes, and each of them numb to the chaotic scene.
I just want to keep myself in one piece when my time comes. Better make sure I look good for my funeral, right? Now, off you go.
Sir, there's movement coming from no man's land.
The spotter interrupts their standoff, handing Eric a trench periscope.
What?
Eric grabs his scope and crouches up to a nearby parapet.
That's just 2 soldiers. Could it be a trench raid?
I don't think so, Herr Hauptmann. Why would they go over the top in broad daylight? Look, they're waving their arms.
Dude, I know. When I'm bed rotting, there's just so little I can do.
Huh? What are they doing? Wait. Their hands are wrapped in bandages.
Is that a problem?
Damn. That's crazy, Orca. I right now I generally can't. Sitting in my chair makes my back hurt. Like like legitimately, the longer I am in this chair, the more uncomfortable I start to get.
Keep your eye on them, soldier. I think I know what's going on.
The living walk over dead men's ground.
Deserters, I'll bet. I heard some soldiers used to shoot their own palms so they could be sent back to the rear. But they reward that kind of cowardice with bullets nowadays.
Do they come seeking death or life?
With all the officers keeping their heads low, maybe they decided they don't want to do the punishing themselves. Just kick these poor bastards out of the trench and tell them to walk till they drop.
Old and new memories intertwining Charon's mind, forming an incomplete but certain thought.
They do not march to us as warriors, but as broken men.
You're right. Pass it down the line. Does anyone here speak French?
Oui, a little. I took some French back in school.
Schnell, schnell! Say something.
Ja, Herr Hauptmann.
The spotter presses his head against the sandbags, trying to project his voice through the firing slit.
Hey, toi, là-bas. Lâchez vos armes et venez ici.
Like he spoke a wee bit of French.
No. What?
Verdammt! Who the hell shot him?
Voices carry from around the trench line.
What are you waiting for, soldier?
The major's face is ashen and stiff.
I killed him.
Rodolfo stammers out the words, lying propped up against a sandbag, wisp of gray smoke lingering out from his shaking rifle. His glasses are thick as church window, and still he is the best marksman in the company.
And the other bastard's still standing. Are you blind?
Senritsu? Can't say I'm aware of that. Senritsu. Just give me results for Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, it's giving me I'm getting results of Melody from Hunter x Hunter. Isn't one of the most popular ones? I don't remember if it was uploaded to YouTube. But there's just like something going on with the family. I remember that there's just one scene where they find a kid, like one of the young kids in the family just like went out a window. And there's been like a haunting or a grudge or something like that that's just been affecting their family for a long time. Remember there's like it was a stepfather, and he wasn't getting along with one of the stepdaughters. And like one of the big points like in that, I want to call it a series because I really don't know if it was like one just sit down and watch movie, but the daughter runs away from home and they're looking for her. And like essentially they just reconcile. I don't know. I don't remember the name of it. I think it was like one of the first examples. I'm pretty sure it's a YouTube series. YouTube Japanese found footage. Well, this isn't the video I'm thinking about. Oh, it's a mockumentary. Mockumentary? Yeah, mockumentary. Okay, I found it. I found it. No, no. Mockumentary is just like anything that tries the documentary format, because documentary is inherently different from found footage. I think we can all agree on one thing. Sumio wasn't the stepdad. He was the dad who stepped up. I fucking hate that. I fucking hate that that line. What is the name of this? I'm looking. Psycho. Psycho large family. Yeah, I found it. Okay. I think that's part of like part of the like the overall theme of that of the series. No, I think it's actually a movie. Hang on. Banned from broadcast, Cycle the Large Family. Okay, it is a found footage horror series, of which there exist 7 films. Is it obscure? I thought it was really popular. Well, that was the impression I had.
But Herr Major, he surrendered. He dropped his weapon.
That's how I found it. It was someone doing like a breakdown of the movie.
It's a trap, you idiot. They have a bomb or some kind of infectious disease.
Oh shit! What up, Reaper? How's it going?
Do you want to keep him, soldier? You going to share your rations with him?
Herr Major, we're supposed to accept all prisoners. There are camps to send them to, or even the safe zone.
Ow. He pulls his pistol and points it at the marksman's chest.
That was an order, soldier. You are to shoot that foreign devil, or I'll send you out to test if their snipers are as spineless as you are.
Hey.
Major.
Rasping voices ripple down the trenches. Bodies make way for a figure moving like a charge in slow motion. You got really sweet. Oh, holy shit! Thank you for the bits. My God. It's because I have my computer volume turned up right now. Major Braun turns toward the sound.
Caron, what took you so long? Don't you know I could have you shot for dereliction of duty?
Punish the guilty then. But the man that stands alone is innocent. Spare him.
Oh, I appreciate that. The sacrament? The sacrament sounds familiar. Never mind. I don't know what the hell this is. What's that one Japanese movie where it's a mother and daughter, and it's essentially like it goes into present time and then past time that's recorded through found footage, where they like go to a shrine, and they end up getting cursed, because they saw basically a cult ritual going down at the shrine, and I think everyone except the mother ended up dying because they basically tried to go into where the maybe no. No. This movie, like the the cast in the past go into like these tunnels to find out what the. It was another YouTube video. You think I actually watch these things? Oh, man, you're crazy. You're funny. It just seemed interesting. And it's the mother in present time, taking care of her daughter that's essentially suffering through this curse and or possession, and she learns that the only way to like save her daughter from it is that she has to go to the shrine. Like the mom has to go to the shrine and die to the thing that they were praying to, which when they reveal what it is, it's just basically like a trypophobic nightmare. The statement is stunning in its sharpness. Defiance is not a trait Major Braun has come to expect from him.
You are not entitled to challenge my authority, Sergeant.
His war is over. His blood should not water these fields.
I like consuming horror media by proxy. That's how I like it. Like let me go through my recent YouTube history. Those are the videos I was just looking at. Let's see. The most recent video I watched, well, I didn't fully watch this, but scariest depictions of cosmic horror. Then immediately before that, the new black sheep of the series, Silent Hill F by Boulder Punch. I highly recommend them if you haven't seen them. Into the Abyss of Haunted PS1, the horror games that haunt me. Two different videos. Jeff the Killer in video games. A fantastic horror sequel done right, Tormented Souls 2. Then followed by a lot of Digimon and Digimon Time Stranger and League of Legends videos. Followed by Silent Hill F is brilliant, and here's why, by Ragnar Rocks. When your house is haunted but rent is cheap, episode 1 roommates. Silent Hill F, but it's mostly memes. Thank you, Pong Sifu. I can't stop thinking about Labyrinth of the Demon King. The weird survival horror game for the Nintendo DS, Dementium the Ward, 2007 retrospective. The gruesome story of Flesh Made Fear. I know. This is when I was like, so here's the thing, the Ben Drown story has always fucked me up. Ever since I first heard it, it's fucked me up. There's a video that goes into the rest of the Ben Drown series. Holy shit, what the fuck did they do with that? Like I am legitimately just never gonna be concerned about Ben Drown now. Because Ben Drown was just an AI. There's two Bens. There's the AI Ben and then there's the ghost Ben, who is actually a subconsciousness that was put into the video game. Is that Magic Mush? Let me double check. Yes.
Feiglinge.
Major Braun strides forward in a single step. Boots thudding against the trench's wooden planks. Yeah, well, watch this. This is a video I got recommended. Let me find it. What is it? How speedrunners solve the puzzle of DMC Devil May Cry 1's combat. Have you been recommended that one, huh? I haven't finished the video. He likes it, but he basically looked up the other media that the director made, which is like the Higurashi series. He read the manga and he's like, yeah, this writer has obvious points that he's strong at and that he's weak at. It feels like Silent Hill F has mostly the points that he's weak at written into it as like the main focus. Is like a big part of what he's been saying so far.
You're just like those foreigners, poisoning the hearts of our youth with feckless sentimentality. Your weakness, this fatalism, is a plague spreading through our ranks. That man over there is a threat to our fatherland, yet you plead for his life.
Oh, you haven't? Is it because of all the combat? Yeah, I looked. I've been watching Markiplier play it, and every single time I look at the screen, because it was just something I had just like playing on the side while I was like doing dailies and gotchas and shit like that. Every single time I was paying attention or just looked to the side, he was fighting something. It's like, this is ridiculous for a Silent Hill game. Honestly, that's kind of what I figured was gonna happen though when I saw like what Silent Hill 2 remake was and how much of an emphasis in combat there was in that one. Like one of the top comments in Boulder Punch's video is, this feels like this was a game that was supposed to be an independent IP, but the studio felt like it wouldn't be able to succeed by being its own IP. A single unblinking stare sweeps over the gathered soldiers, cowing each man into silence.
I won't let this cowardice ruin our nation. We will keep fighting until no man alive stands against us. Only through their blood and our tireless sacrifice will we grow fearless and retrieve the glory of our birthright.
What about said what about Silent Hill games in the past? Isn't Silent Hill known, like the entire series, known for having like obscure puzzles? Oh. Silent Hill 4 wasn't meant to be a Silent Hill game? I mean, in terms of Silent Hill 4, I feel like it does work pretty well as a Silent Hill game. Like, I kind of fuck with the idea that not all Silent Hill games have to take place in Silent Hill. Like, it can be related to characters with Silent Hill, like the cult that's in there. I think that's a fine route to take. But I think like the connection that F has with like the actual Silent Hill series is like it's important, but it feels like a blink and you miss it kind of moment, because you need to remember the names of specific shit.
There is no glory for the dead, Eberhard. Only suffering, guilt, and regret for those that remain. No courage is found in the blood of the innocent. Only stains that can never be washed out.
Oh, someone who did a very good video on Silent Hill F. Let me see if I can find him. Because legitimately, anytime he does a new upload, I am actually very happy, because his production quality is just so good. Mikey Lee. Like, this man just screens... I'm pretty sure I said this before, but this man just, like, green screens himself into like, game scenarios.
Unsinn!
I remember you. Major Braun, my old friend, would never say these things. What lies were whispered in your ears by Manus Vindicte?
Shut up! That's slander! Who told you that?
Yeah, he does a lot of horror games. I like it. I would love for him to cover cryostasis. I would like for more people in general to cover cryostasis. It is abandonware though. I think you legitimately just have to stream it. I mean, emulate it if you can't buy a physical copy.
I do not slander you, Herr Major.
Explain yourself! Explain all of this!
I mean, maybe I did. The man roars, and for a second time, Sharon is slammed against the trench wall.
Lügen! Manus Vindicte! Was soll das heißen?
These are not your eyes.
Antworter!
But this man's fire does not temper, it bursts. Sharon reacts too slowly to evade the pistol as it smashes across his head. the FNAF ambience. How was into the pit? Major Braun's eyes are fixed on the pistol in his hand, anger replaced with shock. Sharon, now wounded, raises his hand to meet his bowed head. Beneath the curtain, something seems to crack.
Raise your head, Sergeant.
Yeah, that's kind of the impression I got when I was watching Markiplier play it too. I just remember him like juking around Fred like Springtrap and just going zoinks, like basically the whole playthrough. Gosh.
Eberhard.
Do not call me that. I am your superior officer. Verdammt! Obey my orders.
Gosh. Gosh.
It should not have been this way.
He raises his head. The movement is heavy and labored. A hollow and foreboding presence seems to fill the trench around them.
Gott. Im Himmel. This is not a sight fit for the living, Eberhard. But perhaps you must be reminded.
No! Your face! Cover it now!
Do you remember the fear as bombs exploded by our sides? The pain when our brothers moaned out their last breaths? Have you forgotten? Or have you only hardened your heart?
This war is... Sacrifice is necessary for a nation to make progress. Every soldier who has died for the fatherland should feel honored for their sacrifice.
Yeah, they look
you
too clean.
Should have been honored, Paul.
Jetzt sprechen wir nicht von Opfer. Der Tod ist keine Ehre. Er kennt kein Ritual, keine Tugend. Er ist Leere und nichts. Der Krieg hat uns den Tod zu sehr zur Gewohnheit gemacht. Du, Eberhard, du hast den Respekt vor dem Leben verloren. Ganz gleich wie dieser Krieg endet. Wir haben bereits verloren.
Ich bin dein Vorgesetzter. Du willst mich töten? Dann tu es.
Der Tod wird dich nicht retten, mein Freund. Ich hoffe, dass du dich selbst retten kannst.
The other soldiers huddle to the side. Major Braun collapses to the ground. His eyes swirl and then go blank, looking up and nowhere at the same time. His face is bone white and stiff as a corpse. Sharon kneels over him and closes his eyes. Motion all too familiar to those watching.
Scheiße. What the hell just happened?
Rudolph peeks out from the crowd, managing a question both timid and brave.
Is Major Braun dead? Caron, you didn't...
Did you?
Caron stands, deliberately facing away from the crowd, placing his mask and hood with careful precision.
He will live. We will leave here together. You have command, Erich. Make the right choices. I don't want you to see what lies beneath. Please, look away.
Words bulge at the end of Eric's lips, but he swallows them back. Why does the fishing just stop working at some point? Cheated death as a baby? God, wait. Wasn't supposed to live. What, did Ashton Kutcher try to like choke you in the womb? Man, what the fuck is this butterfly effect about? That was a deleted scene.
All right. Someone grab that deserter. I'll search him.
Wait, is this a bit, or is there like a deleted, like an actual deleted scene of Ashton Kutcher choking himself in the womb?
Show's over. Move it, soldiers. That poor sap is still waiting. Ausführung.
You're pretty sure? You don't even know for sure? Fucking ending. Two deserting soldiers flee toward the other side's trenches. Their commander, lost in a red haze of madness, orders them gunned down. Charon steps in to halt the slaughter. God, I cannot read. The butterfly effect? I have no idea. Then I'll swipe my rations again. You still had food worth stealing. That's impressive. I was saving that on purpose. Now what am I supposed to do? Don't worry, we'll get another supply drop in a couple days. Butterfly effect movie night? No. You haven't heard? Our logistics depot got hit. No more resupply. Then let's go steal Leonard's food. No, I'd rather do the butterfly effect. To Lieutenant Lopera, Zeno HQ has received your field mission request. However, due to the current instability on the Western Front and your prior record, we are unable to improve it. As circumstances allow, we will assign you to a future mission. In the meantime, you are ordered to take care of those circumstances. I've already seen a video about it. It's not gonna be bad. I can just mute that shit. You guys won't know. Why was he purple? Sharon returns to the trenches. On watch, another soldier spots two deserters from the enemy side approaching. Sharon suggests letting them in, reasoning that they do not wish to fight. However, Major Braun suspects the trap and orders them shot. He's on the verge of madness, even threatening his own men. In desperation, Sharon releases something called terror from within himself, and Major Braun collapses. Terror? He is forced to reveal his face, spreading a strange mist that fills the men nearby with terror. When the mist dissipates, Major Braun lies on the ground unconscious. Still, the remaining deserter is brought to safety. The spectacle ends on a somber and bitter note. Bro.
Look at these boys. They left home with puffed chests and confident smiles on their faces, thinking they'd go to the front, pull a few triggers, kill a few enemies, and come back as heroes. But when their feet hit the soil, they turned pacifist, it seems, wounding their own hands rather than their enemies. Their mothers should have begged them to stay, not waved their handkerchiefs to see them off.
Yeah, no choice.
Really? You think death is the only option?
I'm talking about the moms.
What could possibly be the point in that? Don't tell me you believe there's glory in dying on the battlefield. The thought makes me sick.
I was talking about the moms. I thought that's what you were pointing out.
Look there, at the lifeless body laid flat in the mud. He couldn't even muster the courage to flee, so he bribed a fellow soldier, a man he barely knew, with 3 cigarettes to surrender with him. He died, killed in a moment of pure, senseless hatred, and the other lived, saved by a flicker of mercy. Where should his mother aim her grief? At the officer who changed his mind just a moment too late? The officer will be pardoned. They'll say he, too, was a victim of this endless, miserable cycle of hatred. So tell me, please tell me, to whom this rage should go, and I will take this kitchen knife and plunge it into their heart.
Both life and death are equally insignificant.
Don't worry so much, Paul. We'll find glory on the battlefield. No man can stop us as long as we stick together. Come on, let's join the war and prove ourselves to Herr Mühlenberger. Think how proud your parents will be. Their son, a war hero.
Eberhard! Verdammt! Where's Dietrich?
He and Becker are dead. Grab that gun. We need to go. Move!
Do you think we'll win, Paul?
I don't know, mein Freund. I think I just want to go home.
Dietrich, Bethke, and Elvin. What did they die for if we just give up? Hang in there, Paul. The only way to make their sacrifice count is to win. We promised we'd go home together. Paul! Paul!
Major, the past is in the past. You can't change anything by letting yourself be overcome by sorrow. Don't forget that victory is the only thing that matters, and we can give it to you.
Give it to me? How?
I'm gonna finish up this chapter and then call it good, because I need to sleep. I got work.
I'll make you a true hero. One without fear or hesitation.
Smoke and blood fade into the distance. I don't know, but if I sleep too early, then I just wake up in the middle of the day, and I have trouble going back to sleep. So it has to be like around this time, so I have less of a chance of waking up. He swallows the air like a drowning man, and immediately the foul stench of decay fills his lungs. The dragging stops.
You're awake.
Paul?
But the man behind the mask says nothing. He only offers a hand.
My head hurts.
I don't know. Eberhard struggles to adjust to his surroundings.
Where are you taking me?
Taking a long time to find focus.
Mon père, the Foundation may have some cure for the spell you have fallen under.
No. No.
Still days after the ordeal, he can only mutter in denial. He looks around, searching for something to brace against, eventually finding the ground. Takes off his hat and scratches at his straw-like golden hair.
Gott im Himmel. What did I do?
What the hell happened to the chat box? He still can't find his breath. Each gasp of air only making the choking sensation worse.
That deserter. I ordered Rudolph to pull the trigger, but I was the one who killed him.
The other lives. Eri saw to that.
He wasn't the only one. So many have died. And I was the one that sent them to their death.
What did you do, Orgo? What did you do to my precious chat box? Eberhard lowers his head, holding his gaze at a small patch of soil beneath him. Sharon watches him, adjusting his dark cloak.
Do you remember, Paul? There was a poem. Like Goethe... No, Schiller, maybe. Ah... Those days at school feel like a fairy tale now. Herr Mühlenberger asked you and Dietrich to write it out on the blackboard. You two didn't even know where to start. I remember I thought he was going to snap you both in two. Just a few months later, we were here. Dietrich died. That very first day. Do you remember how we cried that night? We thought it would be the saddest day of our lives. We ran out of tears before anything else. Mir ist kalt, Paul.
Die Angst kehrt zurück. Halte sie fest. Sie wird dich wärmen.
Eberhard clenches his teeth and braces himself.
This is the place you found, isn't it? Where Franz was buried.
He lies below us.
There are so many graves. But I am still alive. Why, Paul? Why am I not lying among them?
The living speak of luck. The rest are silent.
The answer doesn't satisfy, but the lone survivor cannot find a new question. After a long silence, he speaks again.
I wish I could forget it all now. If I didn't know what happened, I wouldn't... No. No, it's not right for me to ask that.
There we go.
But I'm still alive. Is there anything I can do for them?
That isn't a question for the dead. I can't tell you what to do, Eberhard.
Eberhard reaches into his coat pocket but finds it empty. He still feels a helpless grunt.
You mentioned Manus Vindicte.
You remember?
What about the Foundation? You talked to them too, right? Do you really think they can stop this war?
They pursue peace, but it cannot be found by their efforts alone.
He turns from the hill to the woods. Through the thicket and further lies the town of Montpa. Eberhard closes his eyes and waits for his thoughts to settle.
Come on. Let's go see Montpa again.
Montpa.
I was about to pay a visit to Herr Mühlenberger when someone from Army Command said the colonel wanted to see me. I was taken to a meeting room with many other officers. I recognized them. I knew many had just been promoted like me. Colonel Hirschfelder showed up to give us a speech. Yeah. The same colonel who was assassinated after the parley. The time has come when our nation calls for heroes, he said. With our foremost goal to create a prosperous new world for our children. We have fought valiantly, and now the war turns in our favor. We stand but one step away from total victory, yet it is at this very moment that our soldiers have lost their courage. They waste their time looting every barn, cellar, and shed in search of treasure, and drink to numb their fears, delaying our operations. Their greed and cowardice have spread through our army like a malignant tumor. Fortunately, we have found a cure. An organization that believes in the promise of our victory has provided us with an extraordinary development. That's all I remember. I don't have a mind for technology, but it just washed the fear off me. Thinking about it now, we must have been like lab rats to them. As soon as they finished their ritual, we became so sure of our victory.
So if we began yelling and singing as one, we were just fresh-faced boys again, thirsty for a war we'd forgotten.
The hiss of static echoes through the spacious room, then fades.
I think that's enough for now. That was a recording from a German major we encountered in Montpellier. I intend to submit a report with full details, including his entire statement and an explanation for our inquiries.
The head of the frontline investigation quiets, awaiting further instructions from the decision makers at the rear.
Manus Vindicta is moving quicker than any of us could have imagined.
But none of this makes sense.
Pedro has returned from the front, still shaken from the assassination attempt.
If they came to this era at the same time as we did, how could they have already infiltrated the military higher-ups in such a short time?
We've already theorized that Arcana may now possess the power to rewrite history, which means going forward, any records from history as we once knew it will be unreliable for estimating their strengths.
Hi, Lily! Good morning. Or maybe afternoon, I'm not sure for you. Pedro falls into heavy silence.
Pedro, what were the other representatives' opinions concerning Manus Vindicta?
They all denied its existence.
I see. It seems as though we're left with no other option but to change policies.
No, we can't resort to such radical measures.
The Delve's representative states his position in advance.
The Foundation risks alienating any potential allies if we act too aggressively now. This war will not be the end of our fight. We will need to rely on their cooperation in the future. And that requires trust and a sense of security.
On the subject of governments, I have some news to report.
What'd I click? What'd I do? Go to the office. What did I do? Go to the office. What did I do? I also said good morning and or good afternoon. Creus's voice resurfaces in the conference hall.
A man of the Interfactional Committee paid a secret visit to Montpellier, hoping to obtain intel about the Manus.
A secret visit?
As a fellow politician, Pedro immediately grabs the true intent behind their visit.
What did they say? Do they intend to use our intel against the heads of their army command?
You've guessed it. If their government manages to rein in the army, it'll be much easier to reach a ceasefire.
But if anyone were to find out, we might be accused of interfering in their internal affairs. Have you considered that, Creus?
Officially, the Foundation never made any contact with their government. All I did was have a candid conversation with a man about my concerns for his people.
My god, I can pull out chat boxes? Holy shit. I can see everything you guys said. What the hell, Orca? When did you say this? That's messed up, dude. That's messed up. He stresses one key detail.
At any rate, they haven't any reason to expose their cooperation with us.
No, I haven't.
Too many uncertainties to consider.
Because you don't tell me where you live. The politician, accustomed to checks and balances, catches the implication of a factional dispute.
History will only be restored to its rightful track if the peaceful factions on each side can rise to power and stop this war. This has been our goal from the beginning.
As in your street address.
It doesn't matter which era we end up in. We always benefit from a political climate that is friendly to the Foundation. That's undeniable. What do you think, Pedro?
He removes his glasses and rubs his eyes.
I might be able to persuade some of the other committee members to support this proposal. If we're certain of this course of action, then we'll have to provide intel to those seeking peace, in all governments involved.
Oh no. Okay, at least post pictures of your scrunkly ass cat then.
Good. No faction should put their own goals above those of the Foundation's. We'll need more to verify that Major's statement. Send investigators to search other regions and report everything they see. Creus, continue your investigation. Follow every possible lead.
Understood. We'll dig up whatever they have buried.
Dude, almost all my cat pictures are them sleeping on top of me. Amidst silent graves, the Major slowly returns to himself. His recovery leads him to Montpay, where he shares vital intelligence with the Foundation. Excerpt from Udo Frontline Special Issue. Yes, they sleep on me. What do you mean they don't? There is unspoken cause of death for officers on the battlefield, killed by their own men. There are many reasons. If morale is low, some troops may turn their anger on the brass. Deserters get caught and lash out to survive. Far too often, an officer barks at out a seemingly suicidal order, and his men turn their guns on him instead. Facing the extremes of war, this kind of treachery can feel not just excusable, but entirely human. Okay, let's check this out. Since Pelosi hasn't been providing as many cat pictures now, with his 20 cats, I have to rely on other people for my cat needs. No toe pics either. He looks so angry. But he's chill. From Laplace, the Foundation has recently acquired a batch of arcane items via trade, but due to lack of proper communication, the delivered items failed to meet expectations. We have reallocated those items to Laplace in order to enhance their effects. Given the time constraints, we'll send additional support staff to assist. Early delivery is desired. To Strange Machinery Expert. What? I can only express remorse that this situation occurred, rather than excoriating. Excoriating. Rather than excoriating the merchant, I can't help but think this is a result of Foundation bureaucracy. Back to the main issue, portable Arcanum. Blocking equipment, tough and durable. A tricky challenge, but I can add some fun ideas, like a 3-button control panel, and a top patch on the helmet that opens to release a pair of doves. Paul and Eberhard were classmates before joining the army together, friends before they were comrades. They supported one another through the horrors of battle and shared each other's sorrows as their friends fell around them. Their connection only grew stronger. After waking from his terror, Eberhard loses the last of his strength. As the past comes flooding back in that moment, he forgets his pride as an officer and reaches out to Paul with desperate hands. But the figure he reaches for isn't fully Paul anymore. Sherwin has lost the ability to see what lies ahead for those who survive, and he has no power to change the course of fate. Still, he chooses to stay with his friend, holding on to the hope that even such a small act might shift in the direction of the war. Wishes the leadership to move forward with the suggested plan for launching renewed peace talks. However, in order to truly persuade the decision makers, the squad needs to secure more concrete evidence than Eberhard's words alone. Huh. Okay. I need to sleep. I am actually tired. I have cats next to me too. The cats are also tired. Yeah, thanks, baby girl.
When the
Thanks.
sun and moon no longer mark the passing of time, you're very intelligent and so very...
No, Nautica's complimenting me. I want the compliments. I need to feel valued. Nautica makes me feel valued. Okay, let's see if there's anyone I can raid. What's parasocial? I say as I'm clicking on it. Oh, it's this game. Right? This game? Oh my god, go away. Snowy. Snowy's playing the Dark Pictures. No, I did not see the... I honestly, I'm not interested in the backrooms whatsoever. Paratopic. What the hell is Paratopic? 2018 first-person surrealist video game released on Linux. The game uses graphical styles reminiscent of 32-bit era games. Later that year, a definitive cut edition added new locations and objects. Oh, there's someone playing No Skin? Oh, but they're not a VTuber or anything. Oh, we'll just raid into Snowy. Right, Snowster, Snow Bro. Come on, let's get our snow jobs. Ew, what the fuck? What? 100 hours of FNAF lore. All right. Thank you for showing up, guys. Especially you, Lily. Swear I don't hate you. I just like being rude. No, don't ban my book crack. Hey, what's up, Couch? I'm actually raiding. I'm actually gonna end stream right now. Wait, where's chat? Oh my god, do I have to refresh it on everything? Chatting. chatting. Why is it? Oh, I see it. Okay, yeah, I just need to refresh it again. Anyways, we're gonna go raid Snowy. Goodbye.